Okay, hello everybody. My name's Richard Converse and I'll be your instructor for Bio 145 online for the next 11 weeks. My email is given below, and what I want to do is go through some of the important aspects of the syllabus so that you can successfully navigate the course and get a very good grade. So let's start with our attendance policy. We have to count attendance in every class, and you have to be active once a week in order to be counted as having attended that class. Attendance is turned in every Friday, and beginning week 3, a student absent from all of his or her classes for a period of 14 consecutive calendar days, during which classes or examinations are in session, will be automatically administratively withdrawn from the college and receive a grade of W for each course in which he is enrolled. So let's look at some of these attendance requirements for online students. So, how do we count attendance? Well, in weeks 1 and 2, the no-show cancel policy is in effect. You have to trigger attendance in every class during that block in order not to be institutionally withdrawn. That includes online classes and live classes. From week 3 on, the 14-day policy is in effect, so you have to trigger attendance in at least one class not to be institutionally withdrawn. So how is it that you trigger attendance? Well, there's a variety of graded activities on the online portal that include discussion forum posts, homework assignments, and quizzes and exams. Your initial post to the weekly discussion forum is due by the Thursday of that week by 11:55 p.m. Okay, so you have to get that in by Thursday. Everything else that's assigned that week is due by Sunday at 11:55, with the exception of finals week, which is the final week, week 11. Attendance is due the following Monday at 10 a.m., so you have to participate in one of those graded activities before that time. Again, Sunday midnight is the key. So what counts as a graded activity? Well, posting in the discussion forum, responding to 2 other students' posts, submitting an assignment, or attempting a quiz or exam or other graded activity. Each week you'll have a YouTube link that you need to watch in order to get some background to allow you to navigate the assignment successfully. This will include streaming video and also an embedded PowerPoint presentation with audio discussing the important material for that week. And that does not count as attendance. Watching the link is important, but it's not a graded activity. You also have to post something online for a grade in order to be counted as attending. So that includes attempting a quiz or an exam, posting an initial response on the discussion forum, and responding to 2 other students' posts, or submitting an assignment. Now, keep in mind that every week we're going to have homework assignments due. They're going to be posted links to another website called Connect, which is part of McGraw-Hill's education platform, online platform, that comes with your book, and you have registration codes issued with your book in order to allow you to access this material. In addition, we're going to have exams that will be available on that same website in weeks 4, 7, and 11. They will be timed exams, 90 minutes each, so you're going to have to study in advance before you attempt the exam. You get one attempt, and then the exam is automatically submitted, whether or not you've completed the material. So make sure that you're prepared before you begin to attempt the exams in week 4, 7, and 11, because you're not going to have time to look up every answer. You're going to have to have studied for this just as if you had studied for an exam that's being given in a live class. Okay, so that's what counts as attendance. Okay, because this is an online class and you can do your assignments on your own schedule, there is no policy for accepting late or make up homework unless there's a technical problem. If so, you'll have to contact me as soon as you run into an issue so that we can attempt to resolve that issue and you can get at least partial credit for the assignment. Class assignments and projects will be considered late if they're not submitted before midnight of the day they're due. Remember that everything is due by 11:55 p.m. on the Sunday of that week. Your initial post again by 11:55 on Thursday of that week to the weekly discussion forum. Late work will not be accepted for credit unless you get permission from me prior to the late submission. Work submitted without prior approval will result in no credit. So stay on top of this because you've got work to do every week. How about quizzes and tests? Because this is an online course that allows you to take your assessments at your convenience, these cannot be made up if you miss the deadline. So if you miss an exam because you're not staying on top of the due dates and you're not checking when exams are going to open up, when they're due, once they go away, they're gone. There's no way to make them up, and that'll result in a 0 grade. So this is a look at how we're going to evaluate in this course. You're going to have 3 exams worth 150 points each. They are timed, and you need to study in advance in order to navigate them properly. There'll be 90 minutes per test, and they're going to happen in weeks 4, 7, and 11. Weekly assignments worth 40 points are on the Connect portal. Discussion posts are worth 15 points each on the Beckfield portal. And remember that when you post to the forum, that your replies have to be scientific in nature. In other words, if you make an assertion, you have to back it up with data that you get from a scientifically reliable source. And you should probably cite your source in your post. It's not simply enough to say, I agree or nice post. That's not what we call substantive response. You have to back up your assertion with evidence that you've pulled either from your textbook or from a Google search or from some other source. Remember that you always want to give attribution where attribution is due, meaning you have to give credit if you pull information from another source. So make sure in the body of your reply that you put the website that you pulled the material from, or the magazine, or the newspaper, or the scientific journal. We're going to have a total of 1,000 points, as you can see in the chart. So again, it's a 10-point scale, right? 90% to 100 is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, and so on. Okay, you have a Connect website that's associated with this class, and the website is given here in the first bullet. You want to go directly to that website and register using the directions in the topmost module on the Beckfield portal, and use the code that came with your book in order to register. The best way to access this address is to use Mozilla Firefox, and the reason for that is that a lot of these exercises are going to involve things like labeling and animation, and if you use Internet Explorer or Chrome, they may not work properly. So again, try and stick with Firefox. You can get it from www.firefox.com. It's a free app, and you should have no problems once that's installed. Once there, you'll need to click on the Register Now button. Next, enter your Beckfield email address and then the access code, which is found on the card that came with your book. After this, you'll enter the required information to complete the registration. You'll see that again on the How to Register PowerPoint and PDF that I've posted on the topmost module of the course. To complete assignments, simply click on the assignment that you are assigned. Some weeks there may be multiple assignments because we cover more than one chapter. You'll need to do the same for tests, but these will be timed, and you'll need to complete these in a single sitting, which means that you cannot open, close them, and reopen them. They must be finished and submitted. And with that in mind, it's a good idea, especially before you attempt your first test, to make sure that you have a reliable laptop and a reliable internet connection so that you don't run into a technical issue in the middle of the test and end up getting partial or no credit. Okay? All right. I hope we have a good quarter. Please don't hesitate to contact me. Again, email is my preferred mode of contact. My office hours, which are posted on the portal, are from 5 to 8 on Fridays. I will be live at that time, so you can email me with any questions that you might have, and hopefully we can clear up anything that might be confusing for you. So, I'll see everybody in class. Thanks.